Hey guys, so it's the end of 2024 and you know what that means. It's time for a reflection of my 2024 goals. Every year I write down my goals for the year, and this past year was to make my dream art career. I have all art career goals, and then I just have other goals and then just some overall other things. So let's go through it. So my art career goals. My first one on here is to post on social media consistently 4 to 5 times a week. So I can't fully cross this one off my list. I did not post 4 to 5 times a week. I took weeks off at a time. But I will say that I posted a lot more than I have in the year past. So I think I'll give myself like half a check mark for that one. Number 2 is network. Make an effort to get in my ideal niches. This I can definitely cross off because on Instagram, on different social media networks, Facebook groups, I went in there, introduced myself, tried to connect with people in the right niche. So my reptile niche, my mural niche, connecting with other people. And I went to events, mural meetups, I went to reptile shows. So definitely I did make an effort to network here. Number 3, get an art mentor. I can also cross this one off my list because I joined the Artist Academy in the beginning of 2024 back in January, and that is just a big group of artists, and it's headed by this artist called Andrea. She has a ton of resources for mural artists and other artists just trying to make a living off of their art. So learned a lot from her and the people in that group, so I can definitely check that one off. But I might want to invest in more of like a one-on-one situation, so maybe that's a goal for 2025. Participate in an art challenge. I did do this. I made 6 artworks in 6 weeks. That was it. I made a bunch of reptile artwork to prepare myself for Animal Con. So I can cross that one off the list. Do business outreach for murals. This one I can also cross off because I have went to so many businesses in my local area and just introduced myself and basically soliciting my services as a mural artist and designer. The next one is design a new website. Check. My website looks great. I did it in Squarespace. You guys know I'm a website designer. That was my corporate job for the past 8 years. So check that one off. I still want to build on it though. So a couple more interior pages. So that'll be a 2025 goal. Go to a reptile convention. I did this in, was it March? It was like Patrick's Day. Yeah, it was March 17th that I did this. So, and it was the NARBC, NARB, Tinley, Chicago. Yeah, I went to that one. And I got a real good feel of how I could fit in the space as a reptile artist at a convention like that. Okay, last one on my art career goals is have an art booth at Animal Con Orlando. That one was a huge ticket item for me. Huge. And your girl freaking did it. I manifested that shit. I literally manifested it because I got sponsored to have my booth at Animal Con. I didn't even have to pay for it. I put myself out there as a reptile artist, and I talked to the right people, and they wanted me there to do a live painting, an interactive live painting. They thought I would be a great addition to their event, and yeah, paid for my booth, and it was awesome. And I met a ton of people, networked a ton in the reptile animal industry. Yeah, that was like a big item that I wasn't sure that I was gonna get, but I did it. I got asked to be there. I didn't ask to be there. I got asked to be there. So yeah, that was a big one. Okay, you have this other little box here of like the type of work I want to accomplish in the year. So I have 1 reptile painting per month, 1 typographic drawing per month, and 1 mural per month. The most important one there was 1 mural per month for me. I started off strong, and I did hit this for the most part, but they weren't all walls, and they weren't all like murals per se. Like one, I painted a logo on a wall, and a couple others were window paintings. So considering it was my first year into my dream art career, I'll check that one off. Maybe it's like a 90% type of thing, but okay. Reptile painting per month. I don't know if I got 12 total, but I would say that I was pretty close, and it wasn't like per month. Same with this type of graphic drawing per month. I don't think I hit 12. I'd have to count. I haven't counted. Well, and the thing is too, like a reptile painting, I combined with a typographic drawing. So it was like 2 for the price of 1. like my crazy snake lady and my cold-blooded at heart. So that was like typographic and reptiles. So I kind of meshed them together a bit. Okay, that's art career goals. My other goal, so this is just like personal life goals, nothing to do with art and my career. I have make lethals enclosure bioactive. That I did. I did that in like spring, I think. She's super happy in her new enclosure and it makes me so happy. She's always exploring and digging and burrowing and climbing. It's so fun to watch her. Number 2, get my Euromastics. So that was a goal at the beginning of the year, and I soon realized that that was just not something that was going to be attainable for me and the lifestyle I want to live. So I would have been getting a new lizard, a new like juvenile baby lizard. And I wanted it so bad in 2023. I had put down a $500 deposit for this thing to get a male on top of that. So it was like $1,000 total for this animal, the most I'd ever spent to get a reptile animal, period. And just knowing that I was going to be going into full-time artist mode pretty soon, I wasn't going to have the time to dedicate to this animal. So that one can just get wiped off my list and maybe put down for another year in the future. We'll see. Okay, other goal, replace living room carpet. Yes, I did that in the spring to summer, and thank God, because now the dog piss smell is out of my house. It was so bad. Continue learning jiu-jitsu. Check, your girl's now a blue belt, and we're going up on almost 2 years of training jiu-jitsu. It's my favorite. Start a photo album of my travels. Film photography. I did not do that one. So, I mean, I have a bunch of photos on my phone, but I was hoping to, you know, create an album and like Polaroid images and stuff like more vintage and a little more special. But I did not do it. Pay off all debts. So this one, I got pretty close to paying off all my debts. Student loans are gone, which is great. I still have a small personal loan that I need to pay off, and there's not much on it. I should just pay it off, honestly. But I did create new debt because I got a new car because my car got totaled. So now I have a new car. So I have that. That's the only one then. So really not all that bad, especially for America. Remodel/paint my basement. That one is a huge item, and it's also a very expensive item. I didn't do it. Maybe next year. I do want to Airbnb my home in the future, so that basement I want to be another living area, living chill, hang out, like super cool fun area. So there's gonna probably be a lot of money going into that basement. So right now it's just not the right time because I am a full-time artist. Okay, solo trip to Europe, paint mural, or take art class there. Check. That one I'm proud of. I'm really proud of it because I painted a mural in Berlin. Sorry, not Berlin. I painted a mural in Munich. Yeah, I painted a mural in Munich at the Wombats Hostel. Yeah, I reached out to them and they like instantly said yes, which was crazy. They were my plan A and it worked out. I did paint it for free, but they paid for my accommodation and supplies. So I got what I wanted to do and they got some free art out of it. Win-win. And the last one on my other goals is more time in nature. This one, I don't know if I spent more time in nature. Like I definitely took more time to go to the water, clear mind. I did some more bike riding, walking. I can't say that I went to like nature parks as much or of that sort, but like I definitely made sure I made time to get fresh air and just reset. So maybe that's like a half a check. The last big ticket item on here, and obviously the most important in making my dream art career, is to quit my job. I did it. I quit my job. I took the leap. I took the risk and I quit my job. And my first day as a full-time artist was August 2nd, 2024. So liberating. One of the best feelings I've had. And just very proud of myself for doing it because I've been wanting this for a long time. If you saw my video, actually no, I kept it to myself. I'll share it with you guys. There's this video of me putting up sticky notes on my mirror and crying because I was just in such a devastating point in my life that I knew I needed to make a change. And I was gonna do whatever it was gonna take. It's like my life depended on it. And I knew if I didn't try, I would regret it for the rest of my life. And that was a very moving moment in my life, very transitional. And, you know, part of me died. And I had to come back to life again. So, yeah, big item on my list. And now we're here. And then with that, you know, it's bringing joy to people through my art and painting what I want to paint. And I'm doing it. I'm painting exactly what I want to paint. I see the joy that I bring to people through my art, and it makes me so happy, because that's all I really want in life, is to bring joy to people through my art. And if I can do that while painting the things that I want to paint, man, I feel like I made it in this life. So that is the recap, the synopsis of my 2024 goals. And now I just need to make my list for 2025. I cannot wait to see what 2025 has to bring. God, let's do this damn thing.